Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena with Ravnica Allegiances. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Hope you guys are too. So we're going to be playing some Simic clone decks for today. So I hope you enjoy. And without further ado, let's go. Okay, we're gonna play. Let's see what we've got. Garbage is what we've got, so that one's going straight back. This one is a land away from greatness, so I'm gonna take it. YOLO. That's not a land. Okay, time to lose. One land, though, gets us Incubation Druid or Growth Spiral into New Horizons, which is all the mana we're ever gonna need. So we're gonna shock this in. Hopefully we can make it happen. We get a Dryad 2 turns from now. Is this mono green Stompy? I haven't seen it in a very long time. Possibly. Okay, so we're just going to do... There's no way to get Growth Spiral, is there? No, I can't make two of any one colour. We could Growth Spiral, hit a land, and then we get to New Horizons, but I think that's just too sketchy. I think that's just asking to fail. Let's just play the route that's actually guaranteed to be good, rather than the YOLO play. I'm all for making YOLO plays, as many of you here would know, but this one's just unnecessary, I think. Branch Walker. So this could be the Sultai list? Yep, it is. Okay, this is the new hotness. Okay, well, let's do Tender Shoot Dryad. And then we get to hold open Growth Spiral. Nothing we can play off of the Growth Spiral, so we'll just do it on our opponent's turn. And pretend that we have something we don't. Negates and such. With one black mana, though, it's going to be... Oh. Well, I'm keeping that swamp as knowledge. Okay. This is one of the reasons why I think there should be like a little eye on the top of your cards. Because I think my opponent has forgotten that I know about that swamp. So, unless they've got something with 4 green in it, there's really no reason to make that choice there. Ooh, copy effect. Do I dare play it? I think I do dare play it. And I dare because my opponent would have killed Dryad before I got to untap. Because otherwise I get a Sapling token, so... Yeah. Sweet. Alright. And then I'm going to start putting counters, I think, on my Dryad. Just so it survives Cry of the Carnarium on the off chance that's a thing. This one. Or Moment of Craving, also a thing, I guess. And swing. So we're now making 2 5/5s a turn. 3 3s if my opponent manages to kill one, which is... It's fair enough at that point. I think making a 3/3 every turn is every other person's turn is pretty good all the same. Okay. So they had one. I suspected they might, but this board state still doesn't change anything. This is still sickeningly good. And the land is sickeningly bad. Alright, so swing. Keep my dudes back that don't actually do anything. And it looks like we might be on jump duty. Chup is jumping. Okay. And we'll pass. We'll just keep an unknown in hand for spooky, scary times. And another Chup. Alright. So what they really need now is finality. That's the only real way that they're going to get back into this, because even this is too much. 6/1/1s on board is going to kill them pretty quickly. We trade and they chomp one, so we lose a few. Quasi-duplicate, little too late. Alright, we will swing like this. I don't need the extra mana. That is perfect for us. That is exactly what I wanted. Wow, and the lack of a block. Okay. Fair enough. Also, keeping this land in hand is good for jumpstart as well, because if we do get something like a Carnage Tyrant, we want to double quasi-duplicate for whatever reason, then we have this as an extra little bit. Do you have the finality? Nothing on your board survives it, so it is a clean sweep. It's a cast down for the druid. Okay. I think my opponent's hand is not quite good enough, and I wouldn't even deem Carnage Tyrant quite good enough, honestly. Because we can go right through this quite happily. They can take 2 tokens off. They take 4 and they're going down to 1. And honestly, I could just quasi-duplicate a token. And I think I will. Just make more tokens so that they can't really go wide to stop us from winning. So now they need a board wipe. Or a very large amount of creatures. Maybe they can get that, but I think this is the out that maybe gets me the game here. I'm just making that push. It's a risky push, mind you. But, I mean, if I was to draw a creature off the top and I was holding that quasi-duplicate, maybe we don't win right here. But just playing that creature and then waiting to play another clone effect. They got the Crisis. So they're going down to 2. Growth Spiral, okay. They go down to 2. Yeah, I think we have to hold back a bit. Looks like that plan hasn't really paid off. They have to block with all 4, which means they lose Llanowar Elves and they're left with 3 creatures, but we're left with 2. So it really doesn't... It won't guarantee me the extra points later down the line, and we're just going to have to pass. Wild Growth Walker. Oh, God. Oh, this is where we lose. Yeah, somebody in the comments pointed out that Entrancing Melody might be quite nice as a sideboard option, because honestly, I think we are a little too weak to flyers. I thought we could power through them, but it's proving not to be the case. Like, this is a huge swing for our opponent, so that's quite problematic. I think I'm just going to draw. I need options. We got one option. But yeah, our opponent swings, and then we get to play whatever we want and swing again, and then we're dead. We need, like, Root Snare, I think, to survive this, which is an out, so we're gonna play to our outs. Kill a token, sure. I think they're just going for the full swing, aren't they? No? Playing it safe. Alright, show me Root Snare. We also need to, in addition to Root Snaring, actually present a board that could be lethal on the backswing. And we're just not doing that. Chemisters. Biogenic Ooze. That's not gonna do it. Can we... 2, 3, 4... No, we have to do Growth Spiral into Root Snare. And we got an Opt. We can still do it. We can still do it. No. Alright. Well, that was a very deep dig that got us nowhere. Alright. So yeah, I think something in the sideboard needs to be switched out. I think it's actually the Murmuring Mystics. We want something like Entrancing Melody for Hydroid Crisis, which is a 4-mana switcheroo, essentially. I think that's a really fantastic idea. Blinking has actually been a little bit hit or miss. I don't know if I want these. Maybe we want some like Crashing Canopies or something like that. That's potentially the case. I used to have the 3/2 with a reach that fought a flyer. So that's usually my green go-to flyer removal. But in this case, didn't end up going with it. I think against this deck, bringing the Carnage Tyrants over the Tender Shoots. Tender Shoot doesn't really like finality all that much. So you do want to bring that one back down. And we could do Murmuring Mystics. I think we want a few negates, maybe. Shaper Sanctuaries are also kind of cool for Chupacabras. Bring 2 in. Go down the opts for... Everything's an ETB effect with Blink. It's another reason why I'm not a big fan of it. Let's try the Mystic plan and bring in... This deck run Planeswalkers. It runs some Vivians, doesn't it? I should bring in some negates. Go down. Yeah, I'll just run 1 Murmuring Mystic and just try it like that. Carnage Tyrant should cover us. Okay, we're going to be on the play. And this hand's garbage. So, do I keep it though? Because I could potentially get a land into Growth Spiral, which would then allow New Horizons and then all sorts of shenanigans. Unfortunately, our clone is a double blue and we have double green. I'm going to mulligan it. And this hand's worse. This hand's significantly worse. And this hand is also... it's better, actually. But it is certainly not better than the first one. It's just too slow. We need ramp effects. Yeah, we're probably going to lose this one. Our opponent's gone down to 6 though, so we're not entirely terribly behind. But we are very behind all the same. Land, elves. No surprises there. We just draw land. Okay, so land, go. Yeah, not seeing any ramp in a ramp deck. That's a recipe for disaster. Swing. No walker. Oh, cool, lands. Getting there the old-fashioned way. Colours assembled. Passes, though. Why? Why would you pass? So we have Biogenic Ooze next turn with no protection, so it will die to a Ravenous Chupacabra. I'm assuming that's what my opponent's waiting on. Just waiting for me to play a creature, so I'm just gonna... I don't know, we've got... no reason not to play it, I don't think. Let's just do it. We're gonna fall very far behind if I don't commit to this board state right now. So if we survive 1 turn, we can duplicate and that might win us the game. We really just need to blank removal 1 time. But that's a lot of removal to blank. That's like big Vraska. That's Vraska's Contempt, Chupacabra, Cast Down. Hydroid Crisis is not actually the card I care about. We will be bigger than that in no time at all. And bigger than it in a reasonable time frame as well, where Crisis is concerned, because we will get bigger and it will be forced to hold back. So, absolutely happy with that. We could even do it again. If they've got Finality, we're going to lose. Actually, no, are we going to lose? We get 3 counters on everything? No, we're not. Sweet. Well, then I'll dump Growth Spiral and make another Ooze. Yeah, everything gets 3 counters. Every other turn. Sweet. Everything survives Finality now. A removal spell is only a Band-Aid. Yeah. That's fine. We're still putting 2 counters on everything that's already out of Finality range. And a Vivian Reed. Okay. Digging desperately.
Would you like to see what's left of Scala?
No.
No
Can't say I'm
knows
interested in the
wilds like
slightest.
I do.
There's Chup. Okay. So we're going to make sure on this turn to make loads of oozes, I think. Growth Spiral. Well, we can make an ooze and Growth Spiral anyway, so let's do that, shall we? Make an ooze. And we'll start swinging at Vivian. I don't want to swing in with these guys, though, because they are the ones producing tokens. and counters. But we will threaten to kill Vivian.
Let's do this again.
Sweet. And then let's do some additional damage to this board state. So they can choop 1 now. But they're never catching up to this. Unless they're absolute gods and they've got 2 removal spells, then maybe I could see that happening. Are you a god, Tan Man? There's 1. See if you pick the right one. They kind of look similar. I get tripped up on occasion. Yeah, they got the right one. Okay. And you got enough for 1 single black removal spell. They are gods. Okay. So, I mean, we'll just Growth Spiral. Statue. I mean, if you want to lose, you can run that. Alright. Carney T. Okay. So, all attack. We have a Root Snare on the backswing, so they can trade off. The rest is never getting traded off with, though. Walker is never going to get big enough. So they're taking 7, losing 2 creatures. 3 creatures, actually. Do you not want it? You can't double block to kill. Yeah, that's really your best option. Alrighty then. And we could do Carnage Tyrant. What's the blowout potential of Carnage Tyrant? I don't think there is one. Yeah, let's go for it. Eldest Reborn, we kill a 7/7, and then we've got a 7/6 Trample left over. Finality doesn't do anything. Chupacabra kills the 7/7s anyway. Yeah. So yeah, this is really absolutely 100% a good idea. Taking out an 8/8. Okay. There's 21 points on damage though. What say you to that? Recollect for a Chup. Alright then. Let's see how that gets dealt with. Because you're forced to block 14 points. You're taking 7. You can kill a 7/7. But then you're forced to block 14 points again. We will keep the land in hand. Yep. A band-aid to this situation. Uh-huh. Chups on chump blocks. Got like a Midnight Reaper or something. A Branch Walker. Okay. You need that to get to 6 toughness. I would not run Recollect if I was you. Okay. Alright then. Swing. Should just scoop now, because I am going to make 2 Carnage Tyrants after this. And you can't kill it right now. Unless you got a fungal infection. Which can't get through hexproof. So, double trouble. At 3. Okay. I have shown them quasi-duplicate, haven't I? Yeah. Alright. Alright, opponent. Let's see how that top deck Recollect deals with 3 Carnage Tyrants. You can get back a Chupacabra if you like, and kill a 7/7 without trample. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. Alright then. The penny has dropped. So, I kind of like what we had going here. The Chupacabras were a little annoying, of course. Vivians were counterable with our negates. I don't think we want to bring in any more than we did. Murmuring Mystics. Were they worth bringing in over any of these other cards? We didn't actually see it, but in that particular matchup, I don't know though. I'm not sure if it was that good. Yeah, the sideboard actually does need a little bit of attention, I think. This was before all of the GPs and things like that went off, so after that everybody's running new decks now, and those new decks are playing significantly differently to how they used to. So this one's not really tuned for the current meta, so it does need changing. As I would suggest, any of my decks need changing once the meta shifts as well. Don't just assume that they're going to be playing nicely in a new meta. I think I'll just bring in the Tender Shoot, honestly. I don't know, though. Ugh. Yeah, go for it. I think it's better than Mystic. You can go over the top with bird tokens, but I think we'll just be going quite thick with our sapperlings anyway. Okay, so we got a turn 3 New Horizons, which puts us on 4 mana, but that's about it. I'm a little afraid to mulligan because the game has not been very kind to me quite recently, so I might just take this one, honestly. Carnage Tyrant's going to be the creature we want to put down on board anyway, so it's nice to have that. And yeah, Growth Spiral's really nice. So I'd want something like an Incubation Druid, I think, off the top, so that we can do Growth Spiral, put a land in, or Incubation Druid, New Horizons. I don't know which combination we'd want to go with, honestly, but definitely would have liked a 2-drop there, all the same. Alright, you got your 4 mana. What you doing? Could do a little Vraska. I'm gonna do a little pass, I see. Alright. Breeding Pool tapped. This could be a Vivian off the top. There's not really much I can do about it, so we're just gonna do our thing. And we have 5 mana now, so we could get a Biogenic Ooze down. It wouldn't survive, most likely. But maybe it eats something like an Eldest Reborn. I don't know. Very unlikely to happen. Alright, so they can take a little bit of ramp, or they can take my duplicates for my Carnage Tyrant. If I draw a land off the top, they're going to be very sad. Sad indeed. So I don't really need this New Horizons if I get a land. Unless they're running Eldest Reborn. Then I'll be sad. The tables would turn in that case. Another Carnage Tyrant. Okay, well, got nothing better to do. He knows about it. We're going to play it. We'll see if he's got a Choop. We're left with a 3-3 if he does. If he doesn't, then we're kind of okay. He has a Choop. Alright. We still need a land. Land would be nice. We have Eldest Reborn protection now as well, which is pretty tasty. Another Biogenic Ooze. Sure. Yeah. I mean, why not, right? Swing through. Worst you can do is cast down. And he's going to do it anyway on the Ooze. So, yeah. Takes the damage. Pumps him up. Come on, land. Come on now. It's getting sketchy. There's Eldest Reborn. On the weakest of the tokens. Even a land for quasi-duplicate on Biogenic Ooze. I think I'm going to go for 1. We could do Chemisters to find a land. 2, 3, 4, but we would have 1 mana short of doing duplicates. So I think I'll take the opportunity now to make a clone of this. We really want to be getting ahead of our opponent if they do end up taking our Biogenic Ooze, is the thing. So, swing, swing. And yeah, if they take our Ooze at this point, there's no way it ever becomes bigger than ours, so we don't have to worry about it. And we really, really want to get out of finality range, and I think we've done that quite nicely. Let's just go with Chemisters at this point for the discard. So yeah, if they have the finality, they lose their creature, and we keep an Ooze that's actually pumping stuff, and we keep an Ooze token. They've had enough. They have had enough. Biogenic Ooze, perfect versus the Sultai mid-range lists, if you can get it down early enough. And that's going to do it for the 3rd episode. So I do kind of want to look at the sideboard before I leave you guys with this one, because it is something that I think needs a little bit of a change. Blink of an Eyes have been a little bit sad, I would say. What I really want is entrancing melodies, and these allow us to take care of most of the stuff. So in like our second matchup, I think it was, where we were facing down Thief of Sanity, this is a really good option. The fact that we're ramping as well means that that X cost is not going to be too costly, so getting that one in there is going to be very nice indeed. As far as the Murmuring Mystic plans are concerned, I almost feel like we want something more like Crushing Canopy, because it's in there for the flyers, and Crushing Canopy does deal with creatures with flying, so it's kind of nice there. Which one do I want in terms of the art? This one's kind of cute. I like the cute one. Yeah, I think maybe 2 Crushing Canopies, or something like that anyway, is probably what we want. As far as the rest of the deck is concerned, most of it has been fine actually. We've not really seen too much aggro in the best of 3s, mostly because it's terrible in best of 3, but yeah. I guess the side benefit in here with the Crushing Canopy as well is that we can take care of enchantments. There's not really anything we care about enchantment-wise, but I guess if we're running it against a Flyers deck, I don't even know. You can just take down Wilderness Reclamation, but you're going to lose that matchup anyway, most likely, because Nexus is a lot faster than us for the most part, and fogs are a thing. So our board state doesn't really make much sense to a fog deck. But there you go. I think that's probably what the sideboard wants to end up looking like anyway. Maybe a tweak here and there. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any more sideboard suggestions, I'd be interested in hearing what you've got in mind. Make sure to suggest what you would cut as well when you do choose what you add, because that is kind of an important piece of information. Because if you are cutting into one of these cards, that means you're reducing the odds of winning a certain matchup. So yeah, you got to be quite specific and quite strict with your reasonings, I would say, when you're looking at sideboards. But yeah, from the games that we've played recently this week, I do think that flyers have been a problem, and Entrancing Melody takes care of ground creatures as well, which is quite nice. It's a 4 mana removal spell for Hydroid Krasis that can get you like a 6/6 or an 8/8. It's pretty disgusting. I like it. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon, all that jazz, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.